Hello and welcome everyone to the end of round one of my solo playthrough of Armored Train number 53 from Price of Honor, an expansion for the game called Conflict of Heroes. And as you can see, the Germans lead by 2 victory points to 0 at the end of round one. That is, the Poles have destroyed an armored car, and they fired at it and they hit, and the Germans pulled a destroyed counter, so they got lucky there. But I have to admit, it was more or less the only time they got lucky. All their other rolls were, well, really not very good, to put it mildly. These are the destroyed Polish units so far. I still have to update the round marker and everything. Here we have the situation on the map, and basically all the fighting took place over on this side. The Germans actually took this Polish control marker. This is the heroic anti-tank gun. It started off here, but it moved here once the fellow armored car, that is two of the setup units, and this one stopped there. Well, it didn't stop, but it was spent. And this one over here, well, it also got spent while it got here. It wanted to try and get all the way to the control marker, but you know, sometimes you can really push your luck, obviously, so it got spent as well. And then the AT rifle that started over here moved towards it, and it's actually better for it to attack at short range rather than in close combat, because in close combat it actually suffers a -2 penalty, which it doesn't, of course, well, actually not against vehicles, so maybe I should have actually moved in, because apparently that's only a penalty against foot units, which of course makes sense. It's an AT rifle, so, and at that time of the war they weren't all that great, generally speaking, so the closer you could get to it, the better. So I actually misjudged that, but anyway, in hindsight, it wasn't necessary to get any closer because it was close enough, obviously. Now you may wonder, why didn't the Germans press their attack over on this side of the board? Well, that's because they're getting a lot of reinforcements on round two, and you know, I just felt like it would be more hazardous for the Germans to try and accomplish something now with their tanks, although they, you know, up to a certain extent, I'm pretty sure they could accomplish something, but they're getting so many reinforcements that they will be really overwhelming during round two, and that will just be the safer way to go. So that's why I didn't do anything there, and well, both players passed in succession, which means that the round is over. One more thing that I should mention, perhaps, this unit over here left the oh, I guess they should both be over here, I think. They left the gun pit, that is the gun that was actually in there, and it's going to be transported by the wagon, but it's a group action and both units got fatigued, which is why nothing more than that happened. No, they were actually both here. So that is something for next round, because I really think the unit should move over here a little bit so they can cover this. Here they can't fire anyway because line of sight is blocked by the light woods here, so they really have to move somewhere over here so they can cover this axis of advance. So that's it for round one. Nice gameplay, much longer scenario than the other ones I've played so far, which is okay. There's more going on. Sometimes one side has a bit of luck here, then the other one has a bit of luck there, although I do have to admit that here, I wouldn't even say that the Germans have rolled way above average, but the Poles, except for that heroic AT gun, have not done all too well. But let's see, that might still even out. I do wonder how the Poles can actually hold on until round three, because that's when they get some reinforcements, an armored train and a couple of tanks and some armored cars. But, you know, it will be very difficult for them to stem the tide because, as I said, there are going to be tons of German reinforcements during round two. So, thank you for watching and see you after round two.